Hello, welcome. Well, as you saw already, welcome to the show. Ivy, I can't do the Russian accent right now. I will try. So again, as you saw already, we got Sarah and Renee. We are going to be nerding out. And CJ, as always, the hostess with the mostest. We will be talking about Solo and Deadpool 2. So if we can get ready, if we can roll the first Solo clip, please. Danke. Is that German or Russian?
That's German.
What is that?
I'm gonna be a pilot. Best in the galaxy.
Heard about a job. Big shot gangster putting together a crew.
Who are these guys?
Han Solo. Lando Calrissian.
Whoa, is that a Wookiee?
On May 25th.
If you come with us, you're in this life for good. You in?
That's yes.
Solo, a Star Wars story. This film is not yet rated.
May 25th. Wow, that was almost a month ago, wasn't it? Alrighty, so CJ and I are more Star Trek fans than Star Wars fans. You are the bigger Star Wars fans. Who wants to start first?
I guess I will.
Okay, Renee.
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, obviously, it was not as good as the Star Wars trilogies that are out now, but it was a good standalone movie for what it was. It definitely, because there wasn't much hype for it during the promotion.
Really?
It kind of fitted, like it didn't live up to a certain hype, you know.
I thought there was enough hype.
I felt people were already expecting it to be bad before it came out, is what I go. So when I went to see it, my expectations were low. Yeah.
Like I remember being like, Solo, why do I need this movie? But all right, well, let's go. What did you think?
I ended up really liking it.
Yeah?
Really?
There's only one part, like one leap of logic that we had to make.
What is that?
When he goes to the Empire, fights for them for years, and all of a sudden on his first job where he gets out, he runs into the one person he's looking for in a bar. And I was like, that's
true.
ridiculous.
I didn't even think about that.
It's a whole galaxy. It's not even like, oh, in the city. Like.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, CJ, what about you? What did you think and or like or dislike from Solo, a Star Wars story?
I mean, I didn't dislike it. I thought it was fun. I thought it was enjoyable. I thought it was a fun, good Memorial Day movie.
Yeah.
It was Memorial Day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Not a Memorial movie.
Leading up to the movie coming out, I was actually kind of excited for Solo. That's like the only side story that I was really interested in seeing as far as Star Wars goes. I wouldn't say I was pleasantly surprised, but I certainly was not disappointed.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, I thought it was okay. I thought it was fine. I don't need to see it again.
But you're not a Star Wars
I'm not a Star Wars fan,
Yeah.
first of all, but like I love Rogue One though. Like I love Rogue One.
Yeah.
Rogue One was good.
I love Lando Calrissian in it. I thought he was the best thing.
he's
Like
so great.
Donald Glover was
great,
amazing.
With his capes.
My favorite line. I'm like, that's sexy. My favorite line of him is he goes, "Everything you heard about me is true." I'm like, that is so awesome. I think he was the best thing in the whole movie, personally.
It's better than Chewbacca?
Yeah, I think everybody was really excited about Donald Glover being Lando.
I that's what I like. Chewbacca, I'm like, you're just a big rug. You're talking rug.
I love
He's
him.
I know. Oh, well, I know. So I know why you like Chewbacca. Couldn't you want to tell us about that?
Well, I met him at Disneyland. So to see him in the movie, I was like, I know him.
He's my homie.
We tight.
We know each other. We know each other.
We go back, way back.
Yeah. But I loved having him in that movie
and
showing
seeing how they meet. I liked how they immediately had that connection of camaraderie when they were both in the pit together and he spoke Wookiee, which was a surprise.
It's just like,
I kind of was like, where did this come from?
That reminded me of Avengers because I'm like, how did you learn Wookiee? And when Thor was speaking through,
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, how did you learn Wookiee?
It's
Like, did you go to high school?
They teach it in school.
CJ, what was your favorite surprise character or moment in the movie?
I mean, I can't really think of any moments. I really liked a lot of the side characters, actually. Like, I thought Chewie was great, and how he meets him is great, like they were saying.
Yeah.
I thought Woody Harrelson's character was awesome.
Interesting, okay.
I liked John Favreau's character too, even though he was in the movie for not that long. You know, he was charismatic and fun.
I forgot about that character. I forgot about him, and then Thandie Newton. Like they mentioned her a lot, and then like she died within like the first 30 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was okay. What else? So what about the other characters? What Kira, whatever.
Kira. Because her name's supposed to be a play on word of the Japanese word for light, which is ironic because she's
not light.
Not light.
Uh-huh.
But I thought she was an interesting character. You know, you didn't expect her to. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was alluding to it. You knew she got sucked into the syndicate because
I got
sorry.
No, I got into that. She got sold into the syndicate. Like she was traded. Like
like
is that
bought or something?
Yeah, something like that.
She's like owned, but then she survived. I feel like she kind of like used it to her advantage. She's a survivor.
Yeah,
that's all she knows. Like the syndicate is all she knows. So she's gonna stay there.
Because at the end, when we see the big bad guy, which I'm like, we'll talk about that later. Because I'm like, what the frack is this? I'm like, who? Like, I don't know Emilia Clarke from. I can't watch Game of Thrones. It's not my bag. I just can't. I really
it's so
can't.
Good.
You keep saying that. I just like, it's too much magic in this.
There's like no magic. There's like
There's
more
dragons
murder.
in this.
Nudity than magic.
Yeah.
What?
100%.
CJ knows.
I just couldn't get into it. I just really couldn't get into it. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care.
I don't know. I feel like that last phrase might have just changed your mind.
He's like, maybe I'll reconsider.
But so back here. So I'm seeing her. Only thing I've seen her in that I'm like, was Terminator Genesis.
Yeah.
I'm like, is this why she's so famous? But what did you guys think about her as that character?
She was good for her role.
Yeah, I thought she was good. As I said, the only thing I didn't like was that leap of logic that he just
Yeah.
randomly runs into her. But
Like, what are the chances?
Yeah. I'm like,
ridiculous.
all right. What else? CJ, what about you? What did you think about Emilia Clarke or Kira?
I don't know. I think she was fine. I'm gonna bring up what we were talking about a little bit earlier this week. You know, we both watched Fat Man on Batman.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Mark Bernardin, a comic book author, he said what he had to say about the movie was that it was aggressively competent.
Yes.
And so I really feel that way about the movie myself, in that every aspect of this movie was done well. Everybody who showed up to act did a great performance. The director, the writers, the cameraman, like everything was on point. Everything was done right, but nothing was wowing about it though.
It was the story itself.
I felt it was very safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like Ron Howard. Like I was talking to TJ too about like what's your favorite Ron Howard movie? Like he always plays it safe. You know, like I don't think he's ever taken a risk. Maybe I don't know. Like we'll talk about that end character at the end, but which I'm like, why? But I just like I was like, what is this? Like, why? Like everything was like nothing. There was no risk taken with the characters. Like I knew that when they're at the sand.
It's hard because we know where everyone ends up.
Yeah.
It's not like we're surprised about what happens to people.
Any fan of the Star Wars franchise knows that everything ties into different parts of the story. Like I think the ending character ties into what was it, Rebel? That TV series. I forget what it's called right now.
Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah, Star Wars Rebels. It ties into that, and then it obviously Han Solo's story ties into the original trilogy.
Yeah.
But that's something I'm like.
So we know where it ends up.
Yeah. So they can't really surprise us.
Yeah.
But
in that.
Except
then what's the
tell
point of
us-
the journey then? You know, what's the point of the
Just to tell
story?
us who Han Solo was before he met Luke and Leia, before
So all
we
right.
know him as the
Fair
scoundrel
enough.
as he is.
So go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I just want to say, like, the last interaction with Woody Harrelson, I thought was really important, I think, for his character switch, because then when we go to A New Hope and he shoots Greedo, all of a sudden we're like, oh, this is where he learned, this is where he switched, because the whole rest of the beginning part of the movie,
made him
he was
who
like,
he was.
yeah,
So
he's like, I need to save these people, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, I'm just gonna
It's funny you say that because that's what Mark Marnana said. CJ was talking about, like he said, in the original series, we didn't know he was going to come back. He was always a man looking out for himself, and number one, right? Like you never knew. Like he came back. Oh wow, that's surprising. This story, Zola makes him a hero. Like it doesn't make him something. Makes him like I already knew he was going to do it in the next one.
He didn't know it, but it made him a hero.
And that's kind of like I'm like, well, you know what? I had fun with it overall, but I'm like, I learned nothing new about this character at all.
Yeah.
I'm like, Kyra, whatever. Who is she? Like, she's gonna die if there's the next one, which there isn't gonna be any apparently for a while.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that? They put all the anthology movies on hold.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. I'm like, I don't need a Yoda movie. I don't
want that Yoda movie.
They're supposedly gonna work on an Obi-Wan.
It's an Obi-Wan and Boba Fett. I'm like, why?
No.
Like, why do we need these movies?
They're just. I hate to say it, but it's just money.
So something that my boss asked was, he goes, like, is it Star Wars fatigue? Do you think because Last Jedi, is it the backlash or is it Star Wars fatigue? Or what do you think it didn't do as well as the other ones?
I think from what we've been saying, it's because people already know the story. Yeah. There's none of this like, oh, I need to find out what happened.
Yeah. It's just a background story for a character everybody's known for decades.
And it still made millions of dollars. People are like, it's doing horrible, but I'm like, it's still doing well for a movie.
It's not going to be an epic saga. It's just a standalone movie about one character and how he became to be. Yeah.
CJ?
What was the question?
Why do you
Why do you think it's so badly? Was it Star Wars fatigue? Was it Last Jedi backlash? Why do you think it was not as it didn't make the money that it made, like that they were expecting it for it to make?
I mean, because it doesn't have lightsabers in it. That's like half of Star Wars.
This is true. You know what? He's true. Rogue One did have a lightsaber.
No, but it talked about the kyber crystals that were a component of.
But you saw Darth Vader with his lightsabers.
Rogue One did have a lightsaber at the end.
Yeah,
the very end.
You're right.
So it's
Like
Sorry, I'm dying.
in like the awesomest scene ever.
I'll pull your nerd card, Renee. I'm revoking your nerd card. Here you go. You can have
It's
it
been a while. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
All right. What else? What happened? Okay. Like no, not that. Before I move on, Woody Harrelson. What do you guys think about him?
I think he did great.
Yeah.
It was fitting. He was a good character.
I'm like, it's just like, I don't care for you.
You don't like Woody Harrelson?
I love Woody Harrelson. I just didn't care for that character at all.
Well, I think that's the point because you don't want to get attached to this character who is going to end up, he ends up betraying Han in the end.
And I saw that coming too. I'm like, he's gonna betray him.
Well, of course.
I kind of saw. I'm like, is this so on the face? I'm like, God damn it,
he
Ron
taught
Howard.
him everything he knows, but you don't want to grow attached to him. I think that was the point of the character.
All right. Anything before we move on to Deadpool 2? Anyone? Going once?
All right. Were we going to talk about the ending here?
Okay, yes, I forgot. Thank you for.
You're welcome.
So
I got to earn my nerd card.
All right, touche. Darth Maul. What the frack was that?
Okay, have you seen the Clone Wars, the TV series?
CJ has. So CJ, do you want to?
So he knows.
CJ, do you want to go? You want to explain that?
I'll let Renee go ahead.
Okay.
Well, honestly, I haven't watched the Clone Wars in its entirety, but I know.
Keep going.
But I know Darth Maul comes back because he didn't die.
Which, okay.
Because they made him into, correct me if I'm wrong, CJ, they made him into a forgive me, cyborg. They brought him back and made him into a cyborg Sith.
Oh my God! So okay, here's what bugged me about that was I see the movies. I've seen the Star Wars movies, but I'm like,
there's a whole expanded universe.
Exactly. So I'm like, the casual viewer's not gonna know that. Like,
yeah, I was very confused because I didn't watch any of the TV shows.
Yeah.
And so I trying to do the math of when Solo took place. I'm like, wait, Darth Maul's still alive, but he dies in Episode 1. So that makes Han Solo creepily old to be hooking up with Princess Leia.
Yes.
So if I didn't go online and look up and know that, in the TV shows they had continued his character, I would have been like, oh my gosh, he's like a weird, creepy old man. I'm like,
you giving me homework right now?
Yeah.
I was just like, I thought as a Star Wars fan, like, it's cool, but I don't know. I only knew it because
expanded
CJ
universe.
because CJ told me what was happening. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I guess, but I'm like, the casual movie viewer is not gonna know that. Like,
Yeah. Like I was very confused.
And then, like I said before, he ties into the Star Wars Rebels TV series because they bring him in that storyline too.
Okay. Lame. CJ, anything you want to add?
I mean, as far as that goes, that was my least favorite aspect of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
They had to be like, sorry, CJ. They had to add him in like as the shock factor.
CJ,
I mean, I just felt like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Because this movie takes place before the original trilogy. We all know that we don't see Darth Maul in that trilogy. You know what I mean? And unless they're gonna bring him out in like episode 9 or something, there's like no point for him to just show up there. You know what I mean? Like, this is such a high profile character, and he just shows up. You know what I mean? Like, and then we're never gonna see him again.
Doesn't he die in Star Wars Rebels?
I'm not fully caught up.
Okay.
There. I'm sorry.
Alrighty. Okay, we gotta. All right, I guess we are segueing to Deadpool now because. Alrighty. So can we roll that Deadpool clip too? Deadpool 2 clip.
I ain't letting Cable kill this kid. We're gonna form a super duper group.
Our group will be forward thinking, gender neutral. We will be known as X-Force.
Isn't that a little derivative?
You're absolutely right.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm rocking my pants. What suckers and fans?
I don't know much about this Cable fella, but I guarantee he doesn't kill as many people as Melanoma has.
Oh, zip it.
My name's Peter.
Get tickets now.
Alrighty, Deadpool to Sarah. You were wearing the Deadpool shirt. You were rocking the Deadpool shoes. Which, if we can get a shot at that, that's awesome. But
I'm doing the price.
what did you think about Deadpool 2?
I wanted to love it so much, but I love the first movie like so extremely a lot. Wait, here. They have tacos on the inside.
Do they really?
Do they have tacos?
Oh my
Where's
god.
the chimichangas?
Right there.
Oh, hey.
All right.
Anyway.
What did? Go
But
ahead.
I didn't like it as much as the first one. So for me, it was kind of like a letdown as much as I
really?
wanted to like it so much. Well, they I don't know how much we want to get into the story, but they killed his lady friend at the beginning of the movie, and I hate how superhero movies use the death of the main males, to like cause a change in the main character. And to me, even though they fix it at the end, I was like, okay.
That threw me off. I hated that so much.
Yeah.
I'm like, you literally. Have you heard about what fridging is in comic book terms? So it started with Kyle Rayner's girlfriend. Like she got killed and put in the stuff in the 90s. And so every time they kill off the girlfriend, they call it fridging or whatever.
Yeah.
So I hated that overall. But they bring her back, and I'm like,
still.
But I was like,
it's kind of like his motivation for the whole movie, though.
But that's his motivation for the first movie, though. Like, kind of like he wanted to get better to be with her, and then she gets kidnapped, and he's like, oh, I have to save her. So she's never a complete person. She's always like, oh, I'm the one that needs to be helped,
saved, or avenged.
I felt she was a lot stronger in the first one. Like, I mean, first of all, yes, she was in there longer, and she didn't die like the first act. But I'm like. That kind of threw me off. Like, this is such a weird tone, like the first one. And then he hits a little kid, too.
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Renee, your thoughts on Deadpool?
I liked it. I mean, I thought it was better than the first one, personally.
I cried. I cried.
I can't believe you cried.
Well, because I have a soul, Renee. Okay?
I'm dead inside, apparently.
Yes. Apparently all three of you are dead inside.
I didn't cry because I knew they were going to make a gag of it, and it was expected. I wasn't going to cry. I'm sorry. Should I walk out?
No. I'm just judging you. I am just judging you.
Go ahead.
I'm so judging you.
Go ahead.
I am.
I welcome it.
The Catholic in me is judging you so hard right now.
Well.
CJ, what did you think?
Renee, I see your soul.
Thank you. Oh wait, no,
Wait, which
which
Renee?
Renee?
What? The Renee who was accused of not having a soul.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You guys a bunch of amateurs here?
We work in public access.
No, I actually kind of agree with Kat Renee as well.
That's it now.
I think the first one was made better. Like the first one is a better film, but I enjoyed this one more though than I enjoyed the first one.
Yeah. There's more bits to it that just kept it going. I liked it.
What you guys think about Cable? Our first live action appearance of Cable.
Cable was cool.
I really
and
like
I
Cable.
loved their banter, you know,
All right.
back and forth.
All right, Josh Brolin, was he a better Cable or Thanos?
Cable.
I told you, CJ.
Thanos, bro.
You are wrong, bro. You are so wrong. He's a better Cable than Thanos.
Look. He took Thanos, a boring comic book villain, and made him one of the greatest movie villains of all time.
I blame the writers on that.
Computer graphics.
I'm giving the writers that credit, dude. I'm not giving it to John. I'm giving it to the writers.
Okay, so
Physically, he's a better villain.
Yeah.
Cable, he was just Cable. You know what I mean? Like, Josh Brolin is a good actor. He's going to be good at whatever he's in.
He's a goonie.
Cable wasn't remarkable. He was good in the metal arm.
Never say die.
Alrighty. I don't know how we're doing on time, but all right. Domino. What do you guys think about Domino? What do you think about the race change and the Domino overall?
I didn't mind it because I thought it was. I'm trying to be careful about what I say because I like the representation. I like the actors because there are people with the skin condition that have the blotches of white skin or dark skin, and I thought that was fitting because that means so much for some people who have that. How can I say this? Not skin condition. Yeah, I guess. And to have that representation. There's a superhero that's just like them.
Okay.
And so that to me is cool.
Okay.
And so the race change doesn't bother me.
See, I don't really know the comics as well, so for me, I was just like, oh, she's a really cool character.
Yeah,
she was a cool character overall.
I never cared for Cable. I'm like Domino. I'm like, what is your thing? I'm not a fan, but I thought she was funny. I just remember saying when
He can't get it out.
I can't get it out now. What was he saying? Deadpool 2. Okay.
Yeah,
Domino.
Deadpool 2.
Domino. when she's fighting with Deadpool about her power being luck. I thought that was everything. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Let's agree, disagree. It is.
Do you think she should have her own standalone movie?
Too early. I think it's too early for that.
You think so?
She's awesome, but I think it's too early.
I think it would do well, though.
I think it would do well, especially since she mentioned, I used to go to this orphanage. It would be cool to kind of have that background
That origin story?
Yeah.
That would be interesting. Well, I think the rumor she's going to be in X-Force, isn't it? Her and Cable and Deadpool? Is that the rumor?
I don't know.
No.
I thought they were already in X-Force,
Yeah.
and that was Deadpool too.
Yeah.
TJ, go ahead. And your thoughts?
I was just saying, I think that's the rumor.
Yeah.
But I liked Domino. I really liked how they showed her powers off. It was very awesome looking.
It doesn't film well.
I just like to.
It doesn't film well.
I just like to plug my favorite line in the movie when Juggernaut says to the kid, like,
Go for it.
"Hey kid, let's fuck some shit up." Is my middle name.
All right, the Juggernaut. We've had 2 live actions of Juggernaut. What did you guys think?
He's such a cool bad guy.
Yeah.
I compared to Vinnie Jones on this one. Favorite one. I usually compare between this one and
My graphic.
and Vinnie Jones X-Men 3 Juggernaut.
Anything in X-Men 3 is trash.
Oh my God, yes. Thank you. You have gotten #1 up in my friends list. Actually, no, I just hated that movie so much. I'm like,
Yeah, so this is, compared to that, this is like way ahead of
something I forgot about. So teacher brought up. He goes, I forget. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. I'm like, do you remember that?
No.
That was a YouTube thing. That's people. They took the X-Men cartoons, and then and then that's all he said. I'm like, frack this show, frack this movie. I don't know. I just had fun with Deadpool. I liked it a lot. Alrighty. Anything else you guys want to add for Deadpool? Oh, the X-Force and Peter. Let's talk about them before we go.
Oh,
that was fun.
That was horrible to watch.
Really?
Watching everyone get brutally mutilated as they try to touch down.
I was laughing so hard, and then when Brad Pitt, the Vanishing Man,
it's
hilarious.
I'm surprised. I'm still surprised. I just didn't. I didn't know.
Renee, I am disappointed.
Here's my nerd card. Take it away.
No, alrighty. Okay.
I'm happy they brought Peter back.
So, okay.
He went back to save Peter.
So
he's like, just go home. Forget him. Go home, Peter.
So we go through the story arc, right? And then he comes back and he fixes Cable's.
Yeah, that time.
The time thing.
Yeah.
And then he goes back and he kills X-Men Origins Wolverine Deadpool.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was.
And then Ryan Reynolds reading Green Lantern.
Yes.
Scripts. Your thoughts on that?
That was
him
hilarious.
killing the Green Lantern.
Him killing himself, pretty much.
I liked it. I mean,
it was funny that he can poke fun at himself like that.
I still kind of want them to bring him back into like the Justice League. Just have Ryan Reynolds show up as the Green Lantern.
He's like, why am I even here, guys? Like all cynic and sarcastic.
Or like not even like just have him show up as a character randomly. Like to me that would be so funny. Like.
Alrighty. So I loved it. CJ, we got 30 seconds before we wrap up.
Loved it.
Alrighty. I love it too. Okay. Before we go, us three, it's Renee, CJ, and this Renee. So Incredibles 3. One-word review.
To quote them, worth the wait.
Okay. CJ?
Worth the money.
Incredible. I said one word. Alrighty. Bye, guys. Oh, keep talking? Oh.
Oh.
No.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, bye.
Bye.
I think this was the best one yet.
Yeah.
What did you think?
It just keeps getting better and better.
We improve all the time.
We just keep the flow going. Like once a month, we just keep doing this.
What should be the next one then?
Well, obviously
Jurassic World.
Hornet.
Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yes. I want to see Jurassic World. It might be Sans CJ, or CJ might just join us later. CJ's like, I don't want to watch that movie. I'm like, I don't.
What? It's gonna be great. Dinosaurs.
I don't. But
I get scared. Well, I was scared to watch it as a kid, so I didn't want to.
I begged my parents.